Like geddytrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome back, Teddy Gray back on Stuff. Either welcome or welcome back if you're new here. Today, Pink Floyd, Time. Now I've done Wish You Were Here. I've just come from doing that one, and quite a while ago I did Comfortably Numb. What a wonderful band. Very, very nice music. Hopefully this one is along the same vein. Please also let me know if Comfortably Numb, Wish You Were Here and Time are all from the same album, because if this one's good as well, I may as well do an album reaction. Unfortunately, probably won't be able to bring that out on YouTube, so head over onto the Patreon, or you might already be on the Patreon. If so, look at you. Time. There's no lyrics. Just a metronome out of nowhere.
Where's the drop?
softly spoken magic spell.
That might be one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Oh, I think I kind of got the gist of it. Holy sugar! Holy sugar! I think I kind of got the gist of it, but time. You know, it was talking about like what I envisioned anyway, like playing out in the street when you're a kid. You know, playing out in the field. And then just time running out, and then at the end, what did he say? It's over now. I thought I had something left to say. Maybe you guys share this with me. I have no idea, but I'm so scared of getting to the end of my life and regretting anything. I'm so scared of that. I'm not scared about dying. We all have to die. I'm just scared about wasting time. I'm scared about Eesh. Terrified. When he said something about a fire, in the UK it was Father's Day yesterday. My daughter drew that. Love Dad on the back there. I mean, she didn't. I mean, she coloured it in. She didn't. She didn't draw that. She's not like Picasso or something. I mean, in my eyes, she is. It's a hell of a colouring in. There's just a lot here. It reminds me of a song by MGMT. I forget what the song's called now. But it makes me Time to Pretend. Oh my god, it's time. Time to Pretend. It gives me the same kind of feeling that MGMT Time to Pretend gave me. It's like it's just a feeling of I mean, there's no regret there. I just fear getting to the end and regretting anything. I'm terrified of that. I'm gonna listen to this song again now. It's nice because the beginning, it reminds me of a song by Childish Gambino called "What the Night I Met Your Mother." It teaches patience. You know, it's almost 2 minutes into the record before you are given anything. You know, it teaches a lot of patience. But also with this being called time, like in the beginning, I was waiting for that drop for so long, but it's almost symbolic of life. You know, you wait for the end for so long, or it can seem like you're waiting for the end for so long. Maybe it seems like that when I'm like 50, 60, it will feel like, oh, I'm just waiting to die now. I mean, hopefully not, you know, hopefully not. But what if I get into an accident, you know? A song like this might give me the courage to not think that way. Do you know what I mean? I think it was Kierkegaard who said that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. But you can only understand life by going back. This is incredible. This isn't metal. This isn't metal though, right? What genre is this? Also, let me know which one is singing in this song, please.
Taking away the moments that make up a dull day. Fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. Picking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way.
So at the end of that first 4 bars, kicking around a piece of ground in your hometown, waiting for someone or something to show you the way, you're wasting the hours in an offhand way. And that is true. When you're a kid, you waste time like it's nothing. I mean, it's not really wasting time because you're living, you're being a kid. You're not thinking about anything extraneous outside of yourself. You are literally living for self, you know. It's probably the most free that you are. It's why a lot of people envy children, you know. They wish that they could go back to a time when life was simpler and less stressful and less responsibility on shoulders, you know. You don't realize until you get older how much time you had, you know. The first 15 years of your life is 15 whole years. And you don't even feel sentient for like the first 5 or 6, you know. Not everybody's as slow as me. I understand that. But you know, it doesn't feel like that long. But then count from 15 to 30, and that's another 15 years. But it starts to feel like less and less time. You know, you didn't realize how much time you had back then, because it felt like your childhood went on for so long, and it feels like it was yesterday that you were 15 years old, you know? At least that's how it feels for me. And then I imagine when I get to like 40, 50 years old, it's going to feel the same about my 20s or my 30s. And then perhaps when I get to 70, 80 years old, I'm going to feel that way about maybe my whole life. When you get to like 70, 80, and I don't know if there is anybody that's around that age that listens to this, but God bless you if you are, and if you are, please answer me. As somebody, you know, a lot younger who believes that the best education that you can get is at the foot of an elderly person, do the memories fade? Like how have you best kept them alive, you know? Because I imagine you lose people, and you know, this is another thing that I worry about, the memories that I'm making with people. If they're not around, am I going to forget about those memories because there's nobody there to share them with? Are they going to be lost from memory? Because you only have so much like RAM in your brain, so much memory that you can hold, you know. And with everything coming in day to day, all these, like I say, extraneous things, it's difficult to hold on to those memories everything has to be at the forefront of the mind. I don't know if this is probably, I mean, this is probably the right time to be asking on this song, really, but I like those first 4 bars, very, very nice.
Someone or something to show you the way. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. And you are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
You missed the... Let me see if I can find the lyrics in the comments somewhere, because unfortunately... Oh! Hey! Thank you very much to Highgore Felix B. Thank you very, very much. Okay, where are we? Alright, so that was the first 4 bars. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. Tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. Like, I'm tired of only being happy when outside forces make me happy. Like, I want to find happiness within myself, maybe. Because he's only lying in the sunshine because the sun is out. You know, that's the only reason why he's outdoors, because the sun is out. But perhaps he could be outdoors even when it's raining. But he decides to stay home and kill time whilst it's raining. I don't know. You are young and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find that 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. No one told you when to run. I hear that. Then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. Perhaps the author of this absolute epic poem, perhaps the author didn't have good role models around them. You know, I didn't. That's how I'm relating to this. Nobody told me when to run. Nobody told me, you know, it's go time. You have to start thinking about your life now. This is what you should be doing. This is what you should... Nobody. I just had bad role models all around me and didn't figure it out myself until I was way past the point where I should have been figuring this stuff out, you know. Missed the starting gun. But then you might get to the end of your life and feel like no one told you when it was okay to run, so you never did, you know? You missed the starting gun. You missed your opportunity to become a part of the race, you know? Very sad. But we have a guitar solo coming up.
No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun.
That little bit at the end, that I really, really like that bit. But there's also a bit where, I don't know, it kind of feels like the sky parts and the sun starts coming down through the clouds. But it's because a lot of the instrumentation was swept away from underneath the track. So you're hearing that. You're hearing the same instrumentation that was in the first verse. You're hearing behind this guitar solo, and then it just cuts out completely, and you're just left with that guitar and a little bit of percussion, just that. You're just left with a tiny bit of percussion, so it gives way for that guitar solo to really shine. It almost feels like, I don't know, like salvation, like you're finally being saved, you know. All stripped away. Shorter of breath. Like the sun is the same in a relative way, but you're the one that's older. Like you're the one that's aged dramatically, you know? You're almost near death. The sun is nowhere near its death, you know? And the sun does not look like it's aged a second. You're shorter of breath, one day closer to death. Unbelievable. You run and run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. So that's like at the end of a long day. Do you know what I mean? And then it's gone. You're trying to catch the sun, and there it is. It's gone. And then it's almost like it's laughing at you. Comes up from behind you. Like I'm here today, almost exactly the same.
It's the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find the time. Plans that either come to naught or half a page of scribbled lines, hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say.
That is unbelievable. Every year is getting shorter. Never seem to find the time. Plans that either come to naught or half a page of scribbled lines. Bro, these men are actually geniuses. However many people are in Pink Floyd are geniuses. Geniuses. The instrumentation is beautiful. The production, how it pans from left to right, beautiful. Everything's balanced so well. And it's so weird as well because there's a harsh guitar coming in this here and then tiny bass. Harsh guitar, tiny bass. And it just works. The production of this is one thing, but the lyricism is otherworldly, godlike. This is almost a passage. Every year is getting, and it's also so conversational. Every year is getting shorter. Never seem to find the time. Plans either come to naught or it's half a page of scribbled lines. Not even half a page of something eligible. It's scribbled lines. It's ineligible. It makes no sense. It's not even half an idea, you know? Plans that either come to naught, and I never seem to find the time to get anything done. How many can relate to that, you know? Every year is getting shorter. Because it's Groundhog Day. It's the same thing every single day. How many of you have been working jobs for the same place for over a year? Over 2 years? 3, 4, 5? After a while, it's run-of-the-mill. It's mundane. It's monotonous. It's boring. And every year gets shorter because you're doing the same thing and your mind is becoming numb to the repetitive nature of it. So it's blocking it out as even time spent, you know? Because what you did at 12 p.m. today is the same thing you did 12 p.m. last week. We shouldn't be living like this, man. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. I'm guessing these guys are from England, but I'm also guessing that that's not an exclusively English thing, you know. Hanging on in quiet desperation. I imagine that's a global feeling, you know. Most of us are hanging on in quiet desperation. You know, even though we're in the era of social media and it's the loudest that we can be as a people, we also seem the quietest that we've ever been. It's very, very strange. Time is gone. The song is over. Thought I had something more to say. Unbelievable. This song is A1. I really enjoyed Comfortably Numb. Wish You Were Here was nice, but it seemed a little bit too I don't know, maybe it needs another listen. It just doesn't hit the same for me as, certainly not as this one, but it didn't hit the same as Comfortably Numb. Perhaps it's because there wasn't really a guitar solo in there on par with these two. But Time and Comfortably Numb are, in my opinion, two absolute titans. In terms of pieces of music, beautiful. If they're from the same album, then that's insane. I'm gonna have to do an album reaction. If Comfortably Numb and Time are from the same album, I promise I will do a reaction. How's that? I've enjoyed this song so much. I would love to listen to more songs like this. I mean, even if Comfortably Numb isn't on the same album, I would like to do whatever album this is on. I thought he said hanging, haunting, like a hanging, haunting, quiet desperation. I thought that's what he said. Hanging, haunting, quiet. But he said hanging on in quiet desperation. That makes more sense. Desperation, hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. When he did that, say, isn't that the same as the end of the guitar solo? Sorry, say. No, it's not the same. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. I
their knees. You hear the softly spoken magic spell.
The softly spoken magic spell. Would that be death? Because the tolling of the iron bell would be the end of life. So it calls the faithful to their knees. So those are the ones going up to heaven to hear the softly spoken magic spells. So maybe, yeah, so that would be heaven. What happens to the unfaithful, though? That's what I want to know. What happens to the unfaithful? What happens for whom the bell tolls? The tolling of the iron bell. For whom the bell tolls, time marches on. When I come home cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. The writing in this is exponentially better than than any popular music I've heard in the last decade, at least. It probably goes further than that, but the instrumentation, glorious. It'd be difficult for you to create a better song than that, because as I understand it, I watched the Comfortably Numb live, the David guy, and he was old, so this song has to have been like 70s, 80s. The fact that I can listen to this in 2026 and it still have just as much cultural relevance, but also personal relevance. It's just a deeply human track, you know, with a deeply human message behind it that is almost taking on a superhuman experience, because it's the experience of time. How do you even put that in words? Like what you're going through as you're going through time. How do you put that in words? They did such a beautiful job of it. I'd like to know if there are any interviews. First of all, I need to know who wrote this track and Comfortably Numb. I need to know who wrote it. Then I need to know who their inspirations are so that I can study those. I would hazard a guess that their inspirations are like actual writers, you know, authors, poets. I would imagine that they are their inspiration, because this is poetic, you know, but it's also conversational. It's like a Lowry painting or something. It just is life, you know. I can't explain it. I don't know how they explained time. I don't get how they made this. I honestly don't understand. It's not often that happens. I listen to a variety of genres. I mean, just on this channel, not even including the stuff I listen to in my spare time, but it's not often where I'm like, okay, I don't understand. I don't get how they... I don't get it. Alright, well, I'm flabbergasted, so I'm going to go away and do some research. It's been Teddy Gray on Stuff. Thank you very much for watching, my wonderful audience. Also the audience of Pink Floyd, because whoever you are, you're clearly a deep thinker. So please let me know what this song means to you in the comments down below. Also let me know about the albums and any other Pink Floyd songs that I should know or should have done by now, or should really have in my Rolodex of songs that like explain my life, because this, you know, this could be going top 1. It doesn't even need a top 5 placement. I'll just throw it the gold star right now. I'll see you guys soon. Deuces.
This definitely a sound effect for this one. Teddy, congrats on 500K subs, bro.